Hello everybody. You may have heard by now about the unfortunate business regarding the Video Monkey incident that is split Comics Should Smell Good down three ways. Yes, there is a civil war right here in Xanadu Comics. It's almost as if there were a comic of that title coming out. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is Avengers. Oh, wait, that is pretty much Civil War, isn't it? Crap! Okay, well, this one has nothing to do with that, actually. This is Uncanny Avengers number 10, featuring the storyline of Ultron / Hank Pym, affectionately known on the internet as Pymtron. He basically came back from space where he was stuck at the end of Rick Remender's Uncanny Avengers graphic novel, and he's like, oh, hey, check it out! I'm totally part robot, but I'm not gonna, like, try and murder everyone or anything. And this issue, the facade starts to crack a little bit. His ex-wife, Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, comes back and starts to see through the shiny metal veneer of happiness, and it gets pretty bad, as you can probably tell from the cover. Really entertaining issue there from Duggan and Larraz. And over at DC, I've got not one, but two books all about the man Lex Luthor. Yes, the Man of Steel, not the Alien of Steel. No posers, no Clark Kents here. He's not even a real human. We've got Lex Luthor in both Justice League number 52, the final issue of the new 52 Justice League, showing sort of how he came to be wearing this blue and red suit of armor with the big old glowing S. And then, of course, Action Comics, now bi-weekly with number 958, Dan Jurgens, Patrick Zurcher, the continuing adventures of both Lex Luthor and the new Clark Kent facing off against Doomsday. Yes, immediately they come into conflict, and immediately they have to stop fighting each other to fight a bigger villain. It's just like the comics we grew up reading. Marvel has another book for us. Big fan of what David Walker and Ramon Villalobos have been doing with Nighthawk here. He's an old Squadron Supreme character, basically the Justice League, but evil. He is, of course, Batman. And they've been factored pretty heavily since Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, lots of alternate Earths, all that stuff. They have their own ongoing series, and now a couple members have their own solo books. And this sees David Walker and Ramon Villalobos taking Nighthawk to Chicago and confronting the super rampant problem of police brutality. So you know it's gonna get pretty heavy. There is some broken bones on both sides of the law, there's some faces getting cut off, because that's what sells comics these days, and there are some sweet sneakers, because what is a Ramon Villalobos comic without the sneakers? And not to cut down the pace at all here, I'm gonna go right into the last book. This is She-Wolf, number 1, by Rich Tommaso, written, drawn, colored, everything Rich Tommaso. This man's been making comics for, I want to say 20 years here, longer than I've been reading comics, for sure. And he just recently wrapped up his series, Dark Corridor, all about a crime-ridden city and 7 sisters trying to avenge their parents, and taking down the organized crime in the city. And he's moving less from the crime genre over to supernatural stuff here, with the tale of a teenage girl who's dating a werewolf. And then her werewolf boyfriend dies, and she realizes that the curse has been passed on to her. So what are you gonna do when you get cursed? Apparently find a creepy mentor and have some weird trippy visions, and then end up jumping through some windows. But, typical werewolf things. I think it looks really great. Rich Tommaso is doing some crazy stuff with his colors. His older work was all black and white, and he's really, really changing it up here, which we saw some of in Dark Corridor, which, coincidentally enough, has a trade out today as well. Now, back to this matter of this Civil War. If you think I did the best video this week, which, of course, you do, let us know. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. From Zanadu Comics, this is Civil War.